This theorem states that each coordinate space is embeddable into the topological product if the product is non-empty. For the proof, let us assume that X is the topological product of an indexed family of spaces xi to I, where I element of the index set capital I. We know that if any of these sets xi's are empty, then the Cartesian product X will be empty also. Here it is given that the product is non-empty. So each coordinate space will be non-empty. Now let us fix an index, say j. Now we want to show that xj can be embedded into X. So we need to construct a one-to-one continuous and open function from xj into X. Before this construction, let us consider every index I which is distinct from j, and let us fix some point, say yi, from the corresponding coordinate space xi. This is possible since each coordinate space is non-empty. Now we define a function e from xj to x suitably. For this we will need to specify e of x for each x element of the space xj, and we will need to define ith coordinate of e of x for each I. Let us assume that e of x of I is equal to yi for I not equal to j, and for I equal to j we need to define the jth coordinate of e of x. We already have a point small x from the space xj, so let us assume that e of x of I for I equal to j is equal to x itself. In other words, e of x is that element of product xi whose jth coordinate is x and all other coordinates are equal to respective chosen yi's. Now e is one-to-one since if we assume that e of x is equal to e of x dash, then it would imply that e of x of I is equal to e of x dash of I for each I, and in particular e of x of j, the jth coordinate of e of x will be equal to e of x dash of j, and by definition of e, we know that e of x of j is equal to x and e of x dash of j is equal to x dash. So x is equal to x dash whenever e of x is equal to e of x dash. Thus e is one-to-one. Now since e of x of I is equal to yi for I not equal to j and is equal to x for I equal to j, we can write pi I of e of x, the ith coordinate of e of x, is equal to yi, the constant function yi, and for I equal to j, this is in fact equal to I of x, where I is the identity function. Here we can also express pi I of e of x as pi I composition e of x. Thus we have pi I composition e is equal to the constant function yi when I is not equal to j, and when I is equal to j, pi I composition e is equal to the identity function. So in both cases, since constant function and identity function are continuous, we can say that pi I composition e is continuous for each I. Thus, as pi j composition e is the identity function on xj and pi I composition e for I not equal to j is the constant function which maps each point of xi to the constant yi, the composite pi I composition e is continuous for each I, and this implies that e is continuous. By applying a previous theorem, Thus we have proved that E is continuous and that E is 1 to 1. Now it remains to show that E is an open function. Now it remains to show that E is open when regarded as a function from xj on to E of xj. From the definition of E, we can observe that E of xj, the collection of all images of all points of xj, is in fact a box product yi where yi, the collection of ith coordinates of all points of E of xj, will be equal to singleton set yi when I is not equal to j, and when I is equal to j, yi is equal to xj itself. Now let V be an open subset of xj. We need to show that E of V is open in E of xj. Observe that pi j inverse of V can be expressed as a box of the form product Vi, where Vi, which is the collection of all ith coordinates of points in pi j inverse of V, will be equal to xi itself when I not equal to j, and when I equal to j, that is the collection of all jth coordinates of pi j inverse of V will be equal to V itself, since pi j inverse of V contains all those points of space X whose jth coordinates are in V. So Vi will be equal to V when I is equal to j. Also, E of V can also be expressed as a box, say product Zi, where Zi is equal to singleton set yi for I not equal to j. Using the definition of E, the ith coordinate will be equal to yi for any point of E of V and is equal to V when I is equal to j, since for every x element of V, jth coordinate of E of x is equal to x itself. So the collection of all jth coordinates of E of V will be equal to V itself. Now we have expressed pi j inverse of V, E of V and E of xj as boxes, and we can observe that pi j inverse of V intersection with E of xj is equal to a box, say product Wi, where Wi can be expressed as xi intersection with singleton set yi for I not equal to j. We know that xi intersection with singleton set yi will be equal to singleton set yi itself, and for I equal to j, Wi will be V intersection with xj, and it will be equal to V itself, since V is a subset of xj. So Wi is equal to V when I is equal to j, and this is nothing but the set Zi itself. So we have proved that pi j inverse of V intersection with E of xj is equal to product Zi, which is also equal to E of V. Thus we have expressed E of V as the intersection pi j inverse of V intersection with E of xj, where pi j inverse of V is open in the topological product X. So E of V is the intersection of an open set in X and the subspace E of xj. Therefore, we can see that E of V is open in the subspace E of xj, and this implies that E is an open mapping, and this completes the proof that E is an embedding as required. Thus, we have proved that each coordinate space xj is embeddable in the topological product.